And does it bother you that the player face of your program is more interested in his watch and, what he can get from endorsement deals, his music career, and his NFL draft status than playing for the Buffalo on his helmet?
Be advised, my OnlyFans is now 20% off.
Weirdos are gonna come after y'all.
Oh, no. Never. Oh, never.
What's going on, good people? It's your boy, and we are back again with another banger. Trust me, the hate is real in this one. I don't even know where to start with this one because the takes are just that wild. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into some serious nonsense that's been floating around. And for those of you who think this is just going to be another casual video, nah, we're going all in on this one. But before we get into it, let me cue up this clip so you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. Trust me, when you hear this, you're going to be shaking your head just like I was. So let's roll the clip, and then we're going to break it all down, because Matt Reynoldson, you've got some explaining to do.
You can take a look at the article over on my Twitter at Matt_Reynoldson. And while you're there, you can take a look under the replies at all the Colorado fans coming after me. So this message is not for those Colorado fans who couldn't define libel to you and probably haven't opened a textbook since their sophomore year of high school. My message is to the Colorado fans that are not that vocal minority and that do have real concerns around the Buffalo's football program and the culture of transactionalism within Deion Sanders' program.
First off, Matt, what are you even talking about? I've got to say, as a proud Coach Prime fan and someone who started rooting for Colorado the moment he arrived, I'm a bit offended. But let's get one thing straight. Aren't you supposed to be covering Arizona? You know, the school with the logo that's plastered behind you in every video? Isn't that your actual job, reporting on what's happening over there in Wildcat country? Because last time I checked, that's what they hired you to do, right?
Does it bother you at all that the Buffaloes are never represented by the Buffalo anymore? That it's not represented by the black and gold, or what Rick George, the athletic director, has worked so hard to establish about the University of Colorado? Does it bother you that it's all about Prime? Does it bother you that he doesn't want to go to in-home visits for recruits and said recruits would rather see my house? Does it bother you that you're pulling in very small high school recruiting classes, which has been proven time and time again, year in and year over, about the best way to develop guys on the offensive and defensive line?
Now here we are, just 20 days away from the 2024 college football season kickoff. And instead of focusing on Arizona's season opener, you're out here writing about Coach Prime in Colorado. Seriously, Matt, make that make sense. How did you end up so far off track? Or is it that the buzz around Coach Prime and the Buffaloes is just too irresistible for you to ignore? Let's go point by point through your claims about Colorado and Coach Prime, which, by the way, are absolutely 100% wrong. First off, Matt, why do you keep bringing up the same old talking points about Coach Prime not recruiting high school kids? Have you heard of Jordan Seaton, Micah Welch, and Cameron McKell? And let's not forget that Colorado is right in the mix to land the #1 high school quarterback in the nation, Juju Lewis. So once again, your narrative is outdated and flat out wrong. You say you're worried about the program's identity. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Prime is redefining what it means to be a Buffalo in a way that's got the entire nation paying attention. This isn't just about tradition, it's about transformation. And for all your talk about recruiting, let's not pretend that bringing in top talent isn't the fastest way to turn a program around, especially when you've got Coach Prime, who knows how to develop players and prepare them for the next level. And Matt, what are you talking about when you claim Coach Prime got rid of the Buffalo? Last time I checked, the Buffalo logo is still on the helmet. We still have Ralphie, and no matter where you go in the nation, people are rocking Colorado gear with that iconic Buffalo logo. So again, Matt, what are you even talking about? You're out of touch with reality, bro.
Does it bother you at all that last year you finished the season losing 8 of your final 9 football games of the season, and that in crunch time against teams like Arizona and Stanford, You failed to execute the little things. And does it bother you that the player face of your program is more interested in his watch and, what he can get from endorsement deals, his music career, and his NFL draft status than playing for the Buffalo on his helmet?
As for last season, sure, it didn't end the way we wanted, but rebuilding a program doesn't happen overnight. What does happen overnight, though, is the national spotlight shifting to Boulder, all thanks to Coach Prime. The players you're criticizing, they're focused, driven, and more committed than ever to bringing success back to Colorado. If that means getting some well-deserved attention along the way, so be it.
I'm wondering if it bothers you because I know what Colorado's football history is. And when I was growing up, it was a strong one. It was a proud program that would, get in your face and pick fights, but was about more than just individual players and individual guys. We've seen Deion Sanders build a program at Jackson State, but did he really? Or did he overwhelm them with talent and the ability to out-scheme them from a football sense? Does he have any idea how to build a Power 5 program? Is he just transactional? Is it my way or the highway? And does that bother you?
All right, let's address this one head on. We've seen Coach Prime build a program at Jackson State, but did he really, or did he overwhelm them with talent and the ability to out-scheme them from a football sense? Does he have any idea how to build a Power 5 program? Is he just transactional? First off, let's talk about the whole idea of overwhelming with talent. Isn't that the name of the game in college football? I thought winning was the number one goal here. You can't be serious about knocking a coach for bringing in top-tier talent and using smart schemes to win games. That's exactly what any great coach should be doing, especially at a program that's looking to turn things around. Talent plus strategy equals success. It's not rocket science. And as for whether Coach Prime knows how to build a Power 5 program, let's not act like Coach Prime is some newcomer who doesn't understand the game. The man has been around football at the highest levels, and he knows what it takes to win, whether it's at Jackson State, Colorado, or anywhere else. The results at Jackson State speak for themselves, and now he's bringing that same winning mentality to Boulder. Transactional? Sure, if that means focusing on results and building a team that can compete and win, then yeah, maybe he is. But isn't that exactly what you want from a head coach? Someone who knows how to bring in the right players, put them in the best position to succeed, and get those W's on the board. So let's not twist this into something it's not. Coach Prime is here to win, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Real longtime Colorado football fans that aren't ready for this to just be a flash in the pan and want to see Deion Sanders, one of the greatest football players of all time, actually build your program into something of relevance. Trust me, I know in college football, there is nothing more detrimental than irrelevance. And I think a lot of real Colorado fans are worried about that taking place if Deion Sanders chooses to leave. Now, if he adjusts his approach and takes it more as, I'm doing this for the University of Colorado, that's a different conversation. But right now, it seems to be a lot like Deion and a lot like an unfortunate culture that's taking place in this locker room that may, I think, lead to another disappointing season in Boulder. So ask yourself, real Colorado fans, is this what you want moving forward? And do you want the vocal minority to be the gatekeepers of your program on social media? Because if Deion Sanders leaves, those guys, they'll be gone.
And Matt, let's be real here. Why are you really writing about Colorado? Is it because you know that mentioning Coach Prime is the quickest way to get views? Seems to me that every time you try to talk about Arizona, the engagement is crickets. But the moment you switch to Colorado, suddenly people start paying attention. Could it be because Coach Prime and the Buffaloes are the most relevant team in college football right now, and it's not even close? It feels like you're just using Colorado to get clicks because deep down, you know that when it comes to moving the needle, nothing else compares. So Matt, let's be honest. Are you really concerned about Colorado's future, or are you just trying to ride the wave of Coach Prime's success to boost your own profile? It sure seems like Colorado is the only thing keeping your content from being completely irrelevant.